our notes from yesterday, well, today. All right, so we did vertical translations, which was moving up and down. My horizontal translations are move left and right. Remember, these are opposite direction than you think. So, for my function notation, okay, if our original is f of x equals x, okay, then I would have f of, let's say, x plus 4. So we did plus 4 for the vertical, we'll do plus 4 for the horizontal. Now, naturally, on a number line, positives go to the right, negatives go to the left. But this is all opposite. So if it's a plus 4, we actually are going to go the negative direction. So this should be left 4. It's inside parentheses. That's what's important here. The inside is what makes it the opposite direction. Okay? So, for this example, I've got a minus 3 on the inside. Minus 3 is naturally to the left, but since it's opposite, we're going to go right 3. So this, I can use the 2 points that they give me. So I'm going to start at each point. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and go over. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we will reconnect. Ooh, that was bad. My bad. Okay, so it's moving to the right 3 from the original. Okay. All right. Then we have stretch and compression. So this is basically how steep or flat the line is. This is based on your slope. So steep is stretching, compression is flattening out. Okay, it's like someone sits on it. So steep is when your number is greater than a value of 1. Compressing is when your value for slope is less than 1, or it's a fraction. So if you've got f of x, okay, the natural one is 1, remember? So if I were to stretch, it might be f of x, okay, and I might have, so stretch is bigger than 1, so 4, and then f of x. 4 in front of the function. For compress, it's going to be a value less than 1. That's when we've got our main fractions. So we could do 1 over 4. Okay, so normally I am going up 3 over 1. So if my regular slope is 3 over 1, I have to half that. Okay, so half of 3 is 1.5 over 1. Or says what is half of? Of means multiply. So if the original is 3, multiply it by 1 over 2 equals 3 over 2. So I would go up 3 and then over 2 for the next, for my next point. So I'm going to start here, up 1, 2, 3 over 2, down 1, 2, 3 over 2. Because I'm not changing the y-intercept, so I need to start at the y-intercept, because that part did not change. So now I'm flattening this out a little bit. Stretching compression is usually the harder ones. If you just multiply the whole number of your current slope times whatever your new slope is, just multiply it as fractions, that'll give you your new points. So it can make it steep, or it could make it compressed. Then we've got the reflection. That's when we flip the direction of your arrows. So it's basically switching the sign in front. So if my original f of x was x, then it could be f of x with a negative in front, or vice versa. You could be taking away the negative. Okay, so that means here my slope is 3, we already know. So I'm going to start back at my y-intercept, and instead of going, instead of a positive 3 over 1, it's going to become a negative 3 over 1, which is down and right. We're flipping it. Down 1, 2, 3 over 1, down 1, 2, 3 over 1. Ooh, oh dear, that was really bad. Ooh! You get the idea. Okay, so it's basing off of that center line. Okay, it's basing off of that y-axis on your flipping. Okay, so I just want you to look. I'm going to do a couple practice real quick. So first, the new function is g of x. We're taking the original and doing something to it. So this plus 6, that's on the outside. The number on the outside changes with vertical. And this is a plus 6. So plus usually means up direction, and you would go up 6. Here I've got a number inside parentheses. That's special. That's left and right. Well, naturally left is negative, but this time we have to go right. This is the horizontal. Okay, this bottom one has two things happening. We have an outside number, which is the vertical. So that's up 3. Then we've got a number that's bigger than 1 on the outside. That is a stretch by value of 3. All right, then we've got this outside. That's just a reflection. because it's flipping whatever it was. Here we've got two things. I've got an inside number and an outside number. This is a horizontal because it's with the x. Horizontal is the x. Fun fact for you. And then a -2, that's the vertical. So we're going to go left 5, that's opposite of this. And we're going to go right. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm moving too fast. Down 2. The next one. Okay. If you're working ahead of me, that's great. Just make sure you are following the answers. I have two things happening, one on the inside, one on the front. So compress by 3. Notice it's just the denominator. It's by 3. Okay? You could also say it's a stretch compression of 1/3. That just means the compression of 3. Then you're going to go left, because that's the horizontal. It's opposite 7. All right, so then we've got this. Compressed by 2. That's it. This has a reflection, which is the negative. The 2, that's a stretch. And then I've got all the things here. Reflection, a stretch. I have a move right, 2, and I have an up 4. 1. Just kidding. Dang, y'all. So sorry. All the things. You're welcome for not making you actually do all those changes. Just acknowledge. Okay, so for this, what's the domain and range? Remember, domain is the x. Range is the y. So looks like I've got arrows on both ends. So this should be easy. I go on forever to the left. Negative infinity to positive infinity here. For the up and down, I also am going on forever. Make sure that you do not have brackets. You must have parentheses. All right, so then here's the original f of x. They tell us what it is. That's great. I don't really care. I care what we changed about it, which is a -2 at the end, not in parentheses. So this was a down 2 movement, and you could say it's a vertical shift if they want to be more specific. Okay, again, here's my original. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is this. It's a stretch of those 2. All right, that's it. Okay. I am going to have the sub give you the reviews. You are working on this review the next 2 days while I am gone. Okay, if you have a question on any of it, work together to figure it out. Okay, lots of you know how to do each part of this. Look at your notes. Do not be bozos. I will find you and I will hunt you down. Okay, be ready for your test on Friday.